all praise to Yahweh, in the name of his Son, Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, better known as GMS, also known as the Prophets of Doom. And also shalom to the remnant and elect of Israel, Lord willing of that. I'm of that number. All right. Give me a second. Let me start this. Give me a quick second. Hold on a second. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. All right. So this video, we're going to go right back into the prophecy that we speak about a lot on this channel. And it still hasn't come to pass yet. All right. So we keep warning of these things that are going to come upon the earth. And no matter how many times we go into this warning, there's still going to be people that go against it, all right, that don't take heed and that fall into these snares and traps that are coming, all right. This is the importance of going over these things over and over and over again, okay? And as we grow, or speaking for myself, as I grow, all right, more detail will come out in these videos, okay? So Revelation 13 verse 16, it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead." So we're going to go over this "and he," all right? But the key thing is that this "he" is going to causeth all right? They have to have some type of power on this earth in order to cause all, right? So keep that in mind. And also, what is he going to cause all to do? To receive a mark. Okay, so it is not this technology that is being warned of and that we're going to speak about, all right, is already in the earth. The difference is the first four words of this prophecy: "and he causeth all." Okay, so this thing is going to be made mandatory. So the technology that is already in the earth that is within this prophecy is not in itself sin. Okay, what is sin is the receiving of this mark. So let me read that again. "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond," all right, no matter what status you think you have, all right, in this earth, all right, you are going to be caused to receive a mark. Give me a second really quick. All right, hold on a second. All right, my fault. Okay, so again, Revelation 13:16, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond." So this is letting you know, no matter what your status is, no matter what you think your so-called status is, you're going to come up against this prophecy. You're going to face it, all right, head on. Okay, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And verse 17 speaks more about this mandatory, all right, this thing being made mandatory. "And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So how else do you receive the necessities to live besides buying or selling? All right. So you're going to have to make a pledge to this man. You're going to have to receive this thing in order to buy or sell. Okay. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. Okay. But this mark also goes against the Lord. All right. So what do you think you're going to do? And really, it's not a question of what you think or what you want to do. All right. It is a question of what is the Lord going to have you do. Okay. This goes along with everything else that the men of the Lord have been telling you. All right? To follow the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, to take heed to what the Lord is saying, to obey to the best of your ability. Right? In doing these things, it would take faith for you to do these things. So ultimately, it takes faith. All right? If you haven't been taking heed to anything, it's because your faith is low. No matter if you say you have faith, your actions are showing different. Right? The Lord has you walking outside of having faith. Okay? So let's talk about this and he in Revelation 13 and 16. So and he, we know this he to be the wicked. Let's go to Malachi 1 and 4. All right, it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. All right, right here we have Zondervan's Bible, Compact Bible Dictionary, and even in this right here, under the entry for Edom, let's get here first. Remember, it says the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. All right, so in this book, in this Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary, the entry says Edomites. All right. It says the nation and its people who were the descendants of Esau. He founded the country. So his name is equated with Edom. The country was also called Seir or Mount Seir, which was the name of the territory in which the Edomites lived at that time. All right. We know the capital of Edom, or one of the strongholds of Edom, is here, Babylon the Great. All right, which is America. Okay. But at the bottom of this entry for Edom, in the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary, it says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from God. Okay, which goes right into the people against whom the Lord hath indignation that we read at the end of Malachi 1 and 4. All right. Now let's go to Job 9 and 24, and we'll speak about this. Well, actually, let's go back to Revelation. Actually, hold on, let me see. Okay, let's go from, let's go here. This is, this is Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. It reads, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men. All right, and that is who runs this place. All right, the basest of men. All right, now listen to this. This is Job 9 and verse 24. Job 9 and 24. Now keep in mind also the causeth all. All right. All right, so we have clues to who the wicked, who Esau Edom is, and how he causeth all, both here in Job 9 and 24. He reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, this is how he's going to be able to causeth all. All right. Second clue, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, who changed the image? Who pushed this image in the earth of the Messiah that does not match the description given in the scriptures? All right, they would make that image to look like themselves. Now keep that in mind, and also think of the image that the world knows as the Last Supper. Okay, it looked like the Messiah, don't it? In that false picture, and also the finger of God, or the finger of Adam. And I can never remember what that is. Let me look that up really quick. It's called the finger of God, I believe. Hold on. All right, yeah, it's called the finger of God. Let's see. I'm gonna show you it. All right. Okay. So look at that. All right. Don't those people, and look at how he got these angels in here, man. These are not with the angels or the Lord. Why the Lord dressed in? Come on, man. With somebody that's naked, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Now let's look something up different here. Hold on. Let's look up something different. Hold on a second. All right, those people look like these people, don't they? All right, you notice anything similar? Okay. So we got the finger of God. We got the Last Supper. All right, now let's look this up. All right, what is this? Look at that image, man. As a matter of fact, hold on. Look at all these images. All right, you notice anything similar between the Last Supper, the finger of God, and this image? All right, the Lord did not look like a so-called white man. He looked like a so-called black man. All right. Anyway, Job 9 and 24 gave you that clue. All right, they changed the images. Hold on a second. Let me try to get back here. All right, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who and where is he? Everyone in that Bible is a so-called white man, if you leave it up to who runs this world, which speaks back to the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, this is who they are. They're liars, deceivers. All right, does that mean that everyone that looks so-called white is an Edomite? No. In Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, starting at verse 15 through the 68th, it lists consequences of disobedience. All right, in the 64th verse, it tells you that Israel would be scattered amongst all nations. So, in turn, we would look like all nations in this day. Okay, so you can't judge with just your eyes, and nor should you, and you can't judge with just your ears, and nor should you. Okay, but this is the and he that it speaks of in Revelation 13 and 16. All right, Esau, Edom, the wicked. Okay, the so-called and self-called white man. Okay, all right, and even with saying that Israelites can look so-called white. All right, again, the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, which they lied about his name too. All right, Yahweh Shai looks like a so-called black man, or was a so-called Negro. Okay. All right, so let's get back here to this prophecy. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So we know this mark to be the micro C-hip, or the RFID C-hip. Again, the technology itself is not sin, but it is the receiving of this technology into your body that is sin. Okay? Hold on a second. Yeah, give me a second. All right, so we know this mark to be the micro C-hip, or the RFID C-hip. Now, if we give a few examples on this channel. It's Neurotech, that's 2 words. Neuralink, or Elon Musk's brain technology, which a lot of the world knows a lot about now. All right, and then there was Walletmore. All right, we did a reading on Walletmore in the last video, and I think we're going to look it up again just to see if we can read that next article that was underneath the one that we already read. Okay, so let's go ahead and look this up. Walletmore. You good? Good. All right, let's see. I think last time we read the micro C-hip implants that let you pay with your hand. All right, but this time we're going to read tech company implanting payment C-hip into your hand. We'll read this one. Oh,
Listen.
that's a video? Hold on a second. I don't want to do no video now. All right, so hold on a second here. Yeah, hold on. Okay. Hey, come on now. All right, we'll read this other article. Okay, we'll do this one. It says Part 1, Micro C-hip implants The Wallet of Tomorrow. All right. See if I can get a date on this thing. All right, there's a lot of the same information, but we'll go ahead and read this anyway. Hey, you can't make this up, but here, I'll just show you. Hold on. You know, that color does follow these people around, man. As a matter of fact, back here in this Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary, in the entry of Edom, it did mention that color in the beginning. Let's see. Okay, so right at the entry of Edom, it says Edom, comma, Edomites, comma, red. All right. It's just curious that you know, what I just showed you on the screen. Anyway, it says part 1, microchip implants, the wallet of tomorrow. All right, so let's go ahead and read some of this. It says what just happened? Anyway. Right, it says, imagine paying for a meal, coffee, or any other service with a wave of your hand. Sounds odd? It says sounds odd with the question mark, or impossible. It says like a scene from a futuristic movie. It is actually a reality today because of Walletmore, a Polish-British paytech startup. Walletmore's experts have created the world's first entirely safe. Remember, we always mention that they're going to come to you with peace and safety, convenience, a whole lot of trust me or trust us talk. All right. So you have to be aware of that. Walletmore's experts have created the world's first entirely safe implant that allows contactless payments anytime, anywhere. All right, it says small and safe device. It says the Walletmore payment implant is a small device no bigger than a paperclip and about half a millimeter thick, consisting of an integrated circuit and a metal sheath acting as an antenna. The outer layer is made of bipolymer, which protects the C-hip and antenna from damage. The bipolymer was created by Vivokey, Vivokey Technologies from Seattle, the largest producer of its kind in digital identity ecosystems. The bipolymer, technically speaking, is the so-called medical plastic used when making medical devices. According to creator of Walletmore, the implant has been extensively tested and is now certified to biocompatibility standards. There's no need to worry about its safety during delivery either. All right, it says, as the company states on its website, the implant is shipped in a sealed pouch filled with chlorhexidine Gluconate, a standard antiseptic solution used in hospitals for surgical procedures. The implant is considered clinically clean when opened and removed from the pouch at the time of installation. All right, the next paragraph reads, the heading is the technology behind it. It says Wallet Moore's payment implants use the same NFC technology, or short range near field communication, used among other things when paying with Visa or MasterCard. We always point to how credit cards used to just be the solid plastic with the strip, and then they started showing you that C-hip. All right, steadily predictive programming. All right, getting that thing closer for you to, get used to seeing it, and then now getting it closer to it being in your hand. All right, telling you stories about people getting it. All right, making it seem like it's going to be something that you better get now. If you have FOMO, all right, fear of missing out. All right, if you want to be the cool one on the block, all right, things like that. Predictive programming, as a matter of fact. Let's look that up really quick. What is predictive programming? Predictive programming is a term often used in the context of conspiracy theories. I always throw that out there because people fall for that. They hear conspiracy theory and they run the other way. All right, when a lot of these conspiracy theories, they end up admitting to being conspiracy facts later on in the future when it's too late. Anyway, predictive programming is a term often used in the context of conspiracy theory, suggesting that fictional media like movies or TV shows are used to subtly influence or prepare the public for future events. It's important to note that there's no evidence to support this claim. This is wild, man. These motherfuckers lie. And it is generally considered a fringe theory. This is crazy as shit, man. These people don't. It goes on to tell you why predictive programming is not a thing. Anyway, let's get back here to the paragraph. Um, all right, where were we? It says the implant has neither a battery nor an internal power source. It does not transmit radio waves that could be intercepted. The NFC reader device, like a payment terminal, creates a small magnetic field that the NFC implant inducts power from and communicates with when it is brought close enough to do so. The NFC technology used in the implant initiates the transaction only when it is approached by a very short distance to the payment terminal. Close contact with the device guarantees security and eliminates the risk of unwanted readers reading the data. All right, safe. It's peace and safety all the time with these people, man. All right, here's another part of this article. It's called Financial Services Linked to the Implants. It says at the moment, the company lacks financial institution status and doesn't provide any financial services. However, Wallet Moore is still developing its digital infrastructure, which will enable its customers to open and store funds directly on its platform. Unfortunately, you cannot link the implant with your existing bank account. To start using the implant, you need to set up an account with one of the following service providers: iCard in the European Union, Pure Wrist in the United States, and Much Better in the United Kingdom. I'm going to have to look those up. Walletmore customers can use the apps from these payment service providers to control their implant, recharge their wallet, create payment limits, and so on. There are a few currencies to choose from at the present. All right. The euro, all right, the EUR, the USD, the GBP, CHF, HRK, BGN, and RON. I don't know exactly what those are just yet. All right, hold on a second. I'm allergic to these lies. We read in that last article talking about some predictive programming isn't a thing. What the hell keeps happening here, man? So, anyway. It says also, if you are wondering if there is an additional charge for each transaction made with the implant, the answer is no. When it comes to the implant security measures, it's the same as standard payment cards. If you are making transactions up to the standard limit in your country, you will need to authorize a transaction with your PIN code. It says at the time of writing, it was reported that Walletmore does not work in the UK and is not shipped to the UK anymore. No official information on this matter has been found so far. I wonder what happened there, or if anything actually happened there. All right, it says how to get Walletmore implant. If you decide you want to make payments with your hand, the process can be executed in just 5 steps. I'm surprised it's not 6. People like 6. Step 1, buy the Walletmore payment implant on the company website, which is priced at €249. Step 2, set up a personal iCard, Much Better, or Pure Wrist account, depending on where you are. Step 3, activate the implant. Step 4, add funds to your personal account. Step 5, arrange the installation with a specialist. The implant procedure may be performed by a doctor or professional cosmetic surgeon. The list of recommended professionals is available on the company's website. Currently, there are 52 recommended Walletmore professional implant installers in 25 countries across the EU. They include traditional hospitals, clinics, and aesthetic medicine laboratories. For those of us who aren't fans of medical procedures, Walletmore offers the following advice. The Walletmore implant is minimally invasive. It does not require anesthesia. However, we recommend the professional performing the injection to use topical anesthetic ointment, or if legally allowed to do so, local anesthesia to minimize pain. A special piercing needle is used to create the incision and space under the skin for the implant to rest. After the procedure, the professional performing the installation may optionally place 1 or 2 sutures or stitches to close the wound, or a butterfly bandage would also be acceptable. A larger bandage is then placed over the incision site. The whole procedure takes about 15 minutes. It doesn't sound so scary, does it? However, this idea begs the question, how much are we willing to pay, literally and figuratively, for the sake of convenience? In addition, where is the thin line between which our privacy and security are at risk? Even if it all sounds quick and easy, there is much more to think about while considering getting one of these implanted payment chips. says in the next article, we will focus on the possible pros and cons of having this device under your skin and explore the threats and risks that potentially come with this innovative payment technology. Now, I thought it just said it was safe up top. It just said it was safe. All right, but right here where it said something about, however, this idea begs the question, how much are we willing to pay, literally and figuratively, for the sake of convenience? Reminds me of the scripture. I'm going to go here and look for it really quick. All right, Luke. Actually, let me go to, I'm going to go to Matthew 16 and 26. Let me check Matthew 8 first. All right, Matthew 8:36, it says, "For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the world, if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels." All right, right now, we just told you that sin is receiving this mark, man. And you are exchanging your soul, all right, if you choose to disobey the Lord and receive this thing. No matter what the reason, all right, no matter if it's for convenience, no matter if it's for gaining your sight again, all right, walking again, none of this is worth losing your soul and disappointing the Lord, all right? So I just wanted to read that article real quick. It still tripped me out about that predictive program. Let me go back here and read this again. All right, let's look at this. What the term means, they have according to conspiracy theories. Predictive programming posits that the government or other powerful entities use fictional media to subtly program the public's minds and make them more receptive to planned future events. All right, let me ask another question. Actually, damn, I want to stay here, but I want to look up something else. Let's look up the definition of
theory,
theory. It says a supposition or a system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles independent of the thing to be explained. Similar words are hypothesis, a thesis, conjecture, right? Supposition, speculation. Okay, it says a set of principles on which the practice of an activity is based, an idea used to account for a situation or justify a course of action. All right, that was theory. Now let's look up definition of conspire.
conspire,
Make secret plans jointly to commit an unlawful or harmful act. Similar words: plot, hatch a plot, form a conspiracy, scheme, plan, lay plans. It says of events or circumstances seem to be working together to bring about a particular result, typically to someone's detriment. All right, so if you don't believe that there are a group of people that get together to conspire, all right, if you don't have a theory that people get together to conspire, something is wrong with you, man. As a matter of fact, let's go to Psalm 83. So this is Psalm 83. I'm going to read it in the NLT. All right, we know the words of the Lord to be faithful and true, so listen to this. Psalm 83 and 1. It says a song, a psalm of Asaph. O God, do not be silent, do not be deaf, do not be quiet, O God. Don't you hear the uproar of your enemies? Don't you see that your arrogant enemies are rising up? They devise crafty schemes against your people. They conspire against your precious ones. All right. So if you don't have a theory that people are getting together and conspiring, something is wrong with you, man. Okay. Now, I asked a question earlier to this. I asked, why did the CIA own Hollywood studios? It says the CIA has a history of collaborating with Hollywood, but it's inaccurate to say they own studios. Now they want to play we don't call it this, but they know exactly what we're saying here, man. The CIA's involvement has been primarily focused on using Hollywood to improve its image, influence narratives, and potentially gain access to information. What does it mean to influence narratives? Man, I don't want to do that. Let me see. What does it mean to influence narrative? Let me see. Just I want to put that in there just in case. What does it mean to influence narratives? To influence narratives means strategically shaping and impacting how people perceive and interpret events or issues by controlling the dominant stories and perspectives shared through various communication channels. That sounds like a conspiracy, right? Sounds like a group of people had to get together and conspire to influence narratives. read some more of this really quick. Here's a more detailed explanation. Definition: influencing narratives involves a deliberate effort to shape public understanding or interpretation of events, issues, or ideas. It says methods. This influence can be achieved through various methods, including framing. It says presenting information in a way that emphasizes certain aspects while downplaying others. All right, and they like to downplay predictive programming. Storytelling, it says, using narratives to create a compelling and persuasive account of an event or issue, which they do. They do it to the best of their ability, but they never have considered that the Spirit of the Lord will be here to show people the truth. And this is what is snapping a lot of people out of this lie. It says media control, influencing the content and coverage of news and other media outlets. All this sounds like a conspiracy, man. Like a group of people got together to conspire something. Social media says leveraging social media platforms to spread specific narratives and counter opposing viewpoints. That sounds like 2019 and 2020. All right, when that thing was going around. All right, and Zuck Markerberg then already admitted to that they were being used for that, man. It says purpose. The goal of influencing narratives is often to promote a particular viewpoint, agenda, or outcome. 3 examples. It says political campaigns, public relations, activists. All right, the impact. It says narratives can have a powerful impact on people's beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. And while we're here, let me go back to the scriptures really quick. This is Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? All right, what happens if y'all don't believe because we're being labeled a conspiracy theorist, and they tell you that predictive programming is not a thing? So you don't want to listen to the men of the Lord tell you what the Lord is telling you. All right, the Lord's words, not our own. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So my opinion and my feelings about a certain thing can be off. But if I'm telling you the Lord's truth, it's not ever going to fail, man. All right, so consider us liars and go look at this thing, but don't just go blindly believing what the one who runs the world tells you. All right. Anyway, what was I going to read back up here? What does it mean to influence narratives? Definition of conspire. Hold on, let me go back here. Remember, definition of conspire said of events or circumstances seem to be working together to bring about a particular result, typically to someone's detriment. Similar things are act together, work together, join, unite. All right. And this is what your enemies, if you are Israelite, this is what all your enemies have done, and have even gathered two-thirds of Israel to hold on to their coattails, man. This is a drop-down question. People also ask, what is the literal meaning of conspire? It says to agree secretly to do an unlawful act. Plot, conspiring to overthrow the dictator, dictator to act together. Okay. Let's see. What is an example of conspired? It says conspired means to secretly plan with others to do something harmful or illegal. It can also mean to happen in a way that produces bad results. You take that micro C hip, that's going to be a bad result. That's where this world is going. They're showing it to you through their predictive programming. It's not so much hidden anymore, man. They out on Front Street with this. Or at least it seems to the men of the Lord, because we see this plainly. I guess I can't say it's that way for I can't say it's that way for everyone, because they still think predictive programming is a conspiracy theory. There are still people out there that think this. All right, let me see. I did want to go back here really quick. All right, we were reading some more detailed explanations on the CIA collaborating with Hollywood. All right, image enhancement, influence on narratives, which took us to what does influence on narratives mean, or what does it mean to influence narratives? And we have another one that says access to information. It says collaboration with Hollywood can provide the CIA access to insights and information about the industry and its personnel, as well as potentially influence the content of films and TV shows. For what? Why would they want to do that? All right, for predictive programming, man. It's not much more. This is going to be it. Examples of CIA involvement. Entertainment liaison. The CIA has hired entertainment industry liaisons to facilitate communication and cooperation with Hollywood. Consulting on tradecraft. It says the CIA has worked with writers and producers to educate them on the realities of spycraft as seen in shows like Alias. I thought this was supposed to be a coincidence. People lie. Film production. The CIA has been involved in the production of films like Argo and Zero Dark 30, which have been subjects of controversy regarding their portrayal of intelligence operations. Location filming. Some films and TV shows have filmed on location at CIA headquarters. They're just doing some shit that don't really matter there at the end. But I thought this was all coincidence. And they tell you that what the world knows is the truth is a lie. And then they back that up, but then tell you that it's all a lie. It's the wildest shit ever, man. These people are liars. Hold on. All right, and this verse was speaking to Israelites that were holding on to this devil. All right, these lies. Okay, now listen to this. John 8:44. I'm gonna start at 43. It says, "Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." All right, I'll just read 45, and And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. All right. So I just want to touch on that really quick, man. Do not take this micro C-hip, man. We went from the micro C-hip to talking about these liars, man. The predictive programming, all right? They show you, they got this thing right in your face that it is a micro C-hip. But then tell you that predictive programming is a lie, but then back it up with evidence that the predictive programming is there. But most people, it's not going to matter. All right, they can admit the truth that they lied, and most people are still taken by the lie so much that they deny the truth. All right, that's what it just comes down to. All right, so that's going to be it. Don't take this micro C-hip. Do not take the RFID C-hip. That is where the sin lies. Okay, the technology itself is not sin, but it is you receiving this thing that's going to get you messed up, man. All right, don't trust these liars. As a matter of fact, I might have to end with that. Hold on. I got it right here. I'll find it easier, quicker in here. This is the Apocrypha. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. And then I'm going to read verse 16 and 17 also, I believe. All right, so Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Verse 16, it says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Verse 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Okay? So never trust thine enemy, man. So with that, all praise to Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, better known as GMS for short, also known as the Prophets of Doom. This is where I have learned this truth, and this is where I am still learning this truth. And also Shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number. And Lord willing, we'll see you in the next video. Shalom.